Hello, everybody. It's a new week, and we are here. We're going to be playing some Defiance today, and I know that my schedule said Valheim, usually after Defiance, but I've been wanting to get back into Marvel Avengers and kind of been skipping that, so we're going to be getting back into that for Mondays, and then we'll do Valheim on Tuesdays. It might be a little bit of a, I guess it wouldn't be a lot of Valheim stuff on stream, unless someone decides they want to do a redemption for, oh, hey, it's Nova. I'll wait before continuing my news, and then we'll get into it. Alright. Weekend was good. How about yours? I'm gonna wait a second here before I actually get back into my news. So, obviously, it says space aliens and future hero shooting, which means that we're gonna be playing Marvel's Avengers today. Now, I know that I was gonna be doing Valheim today after Defiance, but Valheim will be taking Tuesday's slot. I wanted to do Marvel's Avengers on Mondays, so we're going to be doing that and working on the story today. Then Valheim after Defiance tomorrow. We also have a list of our games for this Friday, which should come out. That's good to know. Or, not good to know. That's good to hear. Sorry, I don't know what I was trying to say there. So yes, I didn't put a command for the game, so let me do that really quick because it's a quick thing anyway. It's on the timers, but I would like to have it as a command as well. Super simple. What do we want under general, I guess? Yeah, sure. Oops. Oh my god, I don't even know if I'm typing it correctly. Seriously? Cooldown of 2 minutes, just so that it's not that bad. Alright, so there's that. All you have to do is type in Friday, or exclamation point Friday, for the Friday games. It'll also show up in the timers, but we have a bunch of games we're going to be playing this Friday. I have a list of 4 this week that we're going to do. Grand Theft Auto Vice City is one, and WWE 2K Battlegrounds to kind of have some fun. Oh god, I didn't realize that the fact of the day was going to be that long. Whoops. Not fact of the day, fact of the week is about Viking trade and their merchant stuff with going around and everything. So there's a huge thing on that. I'm not going to really go into it. If you're interested, you could read it there. But yeah, let's get into the game because we've been talking enough. And I haven't really changed my face paint in a while here. So maybe we change that up. What do we want to change it to? I like it though. Alright, we'll go with this one for now. New week, new stuff. I'll have to change that somewhere else, but that's good for now. Oh. Why does it sound like everything else is quiet? I may not have my sound up all the way. Give me 1 second here. Alright, we should be good to go now. Maybe. We'll see. I haven't done too much in Valheim over the weekend. Oh shoot, that's what I wanted to add. Never mind about control. Well, oh shoot. Now I don't know what I want to do for Friday. There's some stuff for the Friday games that I need to change around. It'll be changed before tomorrow on the list. So the news that I was going to talk about, what are we doing? What are we doing? I have no idea. We need some music. I had to kill a lot of pigs. I had to go down to 2 pigs because they were getting loose. The boars were getting loose. That I can assuredly say was an issue. I was going out farther and farther away from the base to kind of explore and see if I can find this new dungeon, and I couldn't. So yeah. As soon as I got back from those long trips, I was getting my boars loose in the village, and they weren't inside the inside their pen, which I was a little curious about. And then I realized that some of my structures weren't underneath roofs, and they were getting what's the word I'm looking for? They needed repair. So I decided to kill a bunch of pigs that were out in the, well, not pigs, boars. And I kind of, because it was going to be a pain in the ass to get them back in the pen, but killed the ones that were out. Still didn't get any real meat out of that, but I've cleaned it up. I put some roofs over the top of the thing, so they shouldn't need repairing. I'm hoping that they don't expand too much out of the pen now. What was I gonna do here? I don't even know. Stuff and things. Oh, we also have our redemptions for Defiance a little upped. Yeah, I think they weren't expecting people to breed them like they have been, if I'm being perfectly honest. I was gonna do something. Oh, there we go. We need to fix one of these. On an explosion kill, instantly reload part of your weapon. Well, okay. We'll upgrade that, we'll equip it. So there is a game I was talking about last week, I don't remember when. Oh, we were going there, that's right. We have all the... Oh, where's our... Did we seriously do all the side stuff up here? No, that doesn't sound right. Where is our stuff? Oh, because we have to go here. That's right. None of the stuff is showing up because we have to do this mission. Okay. I was a little confused there for a second. I'm like, why is nothing showing up? But yeah, I needed a little bit of a break from Valheim, otherwise I was going to probably lose my mind. The Steam thing says that I put in like 57 hours so far, and I don't even know how. So yeah, there's quite a bit of hours in Valheim, and I just needed a little bit of a break from it from this weekend. So there is a game though that I played over the weekend that is going to be coming back to the stream that I kind of did back in the, well, not back in the day, but kind of when I first started. It was a big game that I like to play, so it's gonna be coming back. I downloaded it, and apparently I own it. I didn't think I owned it, but I do. And, yeah. I know I'm kind of keeping it secret there for a second there, but, words and things. I had a big breakfast this morning. I'm actually very energetic. I know I'm an hour late. I needed the extra hour. Sometimes you just need a little extra time, and that's what I did. So, yeah. We are off to do this mission. And I will explain what the game is. I had three strips of bacon, a bagel and cream cheese. I had a bowl of cereal. Yes, I know it's a lot of food, but if I'm always on here and during lunchtime, you know, I need some sort of energy, so I bought some food for myself.
Check it out, but be careful.
God damn, we're still a monster. I'm sorry, but we're just breezing through here, yeah. I need the extra hour to wake up and everything, and kind of want to just... This is the main mission, actually. This one is the Eastern Docks. If you remember, it's kind of... I don't know. You'll notice what it is when we get there. It's one of those heavy enemy type ones. Yeah. Let's make sure we have all of our ammo first. You know, I wish this was an actual bar that we could visit after the mission, but it's always open. It's always an open mission. Alright, so I'm gonna try and talk while I do this.
Activity detected. Multiple cyborgs.
But I might be
Hostile, of course.
distracted.
Goddamn 99ers. Forget about roads and scanning equipment for now. We gotta rescue the dock.
Jesus, I don't remember it being this easy. No, seriously, when did this get easy? Are we that much higher than this? I don't even remember. So, the game that I was talking about that I played over the weekend was The Division, and not on my Xbox. I actually have it on PC, apparently. And that's the one thing that we were talking about last week, is if I had it on PC, I would totally play it again, if I had the DLC. And here's the cool thing. The DLC was on sale for $4. So I have The Division and all the DLC on PC for $4. And we're totally going to be playing that on stream, which means survival. I think it's The Last Stand. I can't remember what it's called right now. But we are going to be playing that totally on stream, which is going to be this Friday. Obviously, I'm not level 30 on there. Hold on a second. I need to check.
Why do they always tie these knots too tight? I can't feel my hands. can't feel my hands. Help, man, these hurt.
Oh, I apparently have the Division, what was it? There was a giveaway that Ubisoft did, and I got it for free last September, so I didn't even remember that, to be honest. I think I grabbed it, I was like, maybe in the future if I have a good computer I'll play it. So,
Help, man,
apparently
these hurt.
it paid off. But yeah, all the DLC and everything for $4, I mean, can't go wrong there.
Help, man, these hurt.
I would play The Division over 50 times before I replay The Division 2, is how much I actually like The Division.
Help, man, these hurt.
Yeah, I'm coming. But yeah, I thought that would be a fun game to play.
Get out of here.
Again, we just have to kind of go through the story and everything again, which I don't mind. Right now I'm level 6, I think. So it's going to take some time before we can play the DLC and everything. And I honestly have no idea why I'm breezing through this. It could be because... Nope. Nope. God damn. Ow. Ooh. Where am I getting shot from? Nothing behind me. That's actually kind of sad to know that he gets tied up all the time.
Over here. I can't get free.
But then again, this is an area where it seems like it happens all the time anyway.
You're the best. I owe you big time.
I'm over here. I can't move.
Oh my god, they're behind me! No, they're not. This game does not help when you're trying to think on talking subjects, especially when you're trying to fight. Oh no! Nope, stay behind the thing, go. I think we're good. There we go. I have no idea, to be honest.
Thanks. I was really in a pinch there.
I'm not even trying right now. I'm trying to talk at the same time as do everything else. And to be honest, I don't even know how I'm doing any of this. How am I not hitting them? Woo! Mommy! No, seriously, how am I, like, breezing through this? I remember this used to take an hour. Hey, hey, no! Not that I'm freaking out or anything.
I need help! Please! I want to
There's
go
a distress
home!
signal coming from the warehouse. It must be where the captured workers are.
Where are they? Hello? Are you in there? Okay, I guess we're going in there.
When Jonathan was only 10 years old,
No. Hello? I didn't even have to do short bursts, I just...
Hello? Can you hear us? We're hiding inside the office of the main warehouse. You rescued our coworkers, but those damn things that took over this place are coming down the pier again. Oh shit! There's a lot of them. Head them off out front, and we'll come out when it's secure.
We need to clear this area of hostiles.
God damn. Seriously?
Great, keep it up.
Why are they going down there?
Keep doing what you're doing. I'm detecting more 99ers on their way.
I don't even know how. I'm not even gonna question it. I'm just gonna keep going.
We're almost done here.
You think? Ow! Hey, I didn't see that one.
You will pay for your actions.
Seriously? Well, maybe. I don't remember how long it was, to be honest.
Thanks. They would have turned us into one of them if it weren't for you. We're getting out of here.
These poor people. The cyborgs are 80% machine, so their empathy is long forgotten.
I'm at the docks with Von Bach. The overland transport never made it. Get here, ASAP.
There's no way I just did that quickly. What? How's that even possible? I feel like I missed something.
This doesn't look good.
Firefight. These people were unarmed. Never had a chance.
More importantly, where's the overland with the equipment?
What is wrong with you? What is so important that you care nothing for these people?
Dark matter? Evil tendencies? Just saying.
I have to take a quick break for a second. Something's going on and I don't know what it is. Then I'm going to read the comments and then we're going to get back to what we were doing. So hang tight, I'll be right back. something is going on that needs my attention. I'll be back in a few more minutes. Sorry, no heads up or anything. People are up in my attic checking the roof, and it's distracting because all the footsteps are above me. And I can't think, I can't talk, because all I hear is the creaking of the floor, and it was pissing me off. And I had to figure out what the fuck was going on. So... there's one thing that you will learn from me is that I do not like to be annoyed, harassed, or anything interrupted while I'm doing anything that I'm doing. And yeah, when that kind of stuff happens, it really pisses me off because I want to be left alone. Sure, I'm talking to you guys and everything. It's not that I don't want you guys to leave me alone, I want everybody else to leave me alone. I'm a private person, I like to be left alone. So, yeah. let's catch up with the chat. An hour. Trying this one with 2 different groups. Oh, okay, yeah. I think I remember doing something like that too, originally, but... Better gear, yeah. One more second, I'll be right back again. Alright, let's try getting back into this now. Sorry about that. Okay. This is what happens when I have a good morning. Things go bad and annoy me. So, yeah. We had 72 kills. Hold on a second, my cat's chewing something that they shouldn't be. Yep, now everything's just going to hell. Okay, let's see. Where were we? We were doing something. With some loud sounds that are coming through everywhere. Oh god. I'm all thrown off here now. We are getting closer to this. I think we have to do some sort of mission that goes around here and then it loops back up here, I believe. I used to do stuff like that with my mom, but I haven't in a long time. And I haven't really done anything in the past couple, like in the past year and a half, because it's been almost a year and a half now. The last time I actually went out on a vacation or anywhere far was December 2019. So yeah, been quite a bit there. Okay, so we have 2 side quests, 3, 4, 5. Trying to find the next main mission in Season 1, but I think we have to continue the storyline. I'm being honest here. Yep. We'll just head down Ready to roll. Oh yeah. Maybe we should get some ammo before we head out here. Well, if I could fix up my bike, I would, but I need a new, I think a new tube or a new tire for my front. Because it broke I got it at a tag sale, and the spot for the air to go into the tube is just not, it rips it up somehow, so that's not a good thing. We're just gonna do some main mission stuff. The overland transport carrying Rosa's equipment never made it to the East Shore docks. You need to track her gear. Yep, okie dokie.
There's our missing overland. Let's take a closer look and see what we got.
Oh, because right here. I don't know if you can see, this thing is almost exactly the same as the one from the show, except they don't normally have tires on the back. They do have doors like that, but they have doors on the back as well. But it's still pretty cool.
Rosa's equipment isn't here. Their ledger says their last stop was supposed to be Union Depot, but they drove right past it. Perhaps something or someone there chased them.
Those goddamn 99ers must have overtaken Union Depot. Get there, check it out, and do something about it.
Union Depot is right around the corner. Never mind, I know where we're going now. It's been a while since I've done this one. But we're closing in on our other character storyline, which we'll be able to do pretty soon, actually. So I'm pretty excited to switch back over to my main character and play that. As much as I like the Castathans, they look cool and all, I do want to get onto my Irathiant. We're probably gonna breeze through this one as well, but we'll see.
The scanning equipment might be here, so let's look around. But be careful. There's cyborgs all over this place.
Good riddance.
I don't want to get... I don't want to get like attacked from the back is what I was trying to say there. Trying to focus and shoot and say the words that I wanted to say just weren't coming out properly. I mean, the good thing about us having this character right now is that we are really doing well with being able to breeze through things. Now, it's not showing the old school way of, hey, this is how hard it was, but it's still fun.
It's not here.
Oh, this one. Right. Couldn't remember it for a second there. Where are you? There you are. Ow! I know, sometimes I just reload for the sake of reloading so that I have a full clip and I don't have to worry about it after. Because it's better to have a full clip and then not have to reload and die. No, it's fine. I normally type long things like that. What kind of school did you go to that did that kind of stuff? That sounds fun. That sounds like it wouldn't be boring. Or is this like a college type university thing? Whoa! That was scary.
It's not here.
F off! Get out of my face.
The only thing sweeter than chocolate is chocolate combined with a meaningful musical message to a friend.
Alright. Actually, what is our inventory like before we go anywhere? We are 35% full. Let's see, what can we get rid of? What is this? Rocket launchers. Just break that down. Close quarters, pistols, sniper rifles, rifles and SMGs. I think we've already gone through that stuff. We haven't gone through this. I don't know what I exactly want from this, so I'm just seeing all the new stuff that we got. Rifles. Guess we. Sure. Ooh. Nah. Did I want this one? I don't even know. No. We'll get rid of that. No. We'll pass on that. Whoops. I think we are good for now. What's this? I don't even know what I'm doing. What does that mean? Does it mean I can upgrade it? That I should upgrade it? I don't remember what that white means. Oh, mastered. Durr. We don't have a lot of space. I'm gonna have to get rid of this stuff soon because we only have 11 slots. How do I get in here? Is it around back here? Yes, it is. Hello. Anybody else? No? We're good? I think. What's the thing I'm supposed to be doing here? There it is.
It's not here. We've got incoming Niners from the north.
So I'm going to not be doing the picture-in-picture interview stuff today. I'm gonna kind of do it after we're done with Defiance. Hello. Goodbye. Oh god, is there two of them now? What the hell? Hey. Reload. Oh god, no. Ah. Oh, hey, how you doing?
He has the equipment. I'm afraid you're gonna have to kill him.
Oh god. Wow. What? What? How did that... Wow. How am I breezing through these so quickly? There's no way I'm doing this easily. Come on. And the fact of the week interrupted that big long message. I will get to it in a second.
Meet us outside Union Depot.
Ah, okay. There's kind of school like that. It wasn't for behavioral stuff, but there was vocational stuff. So that I think I almost went to one like that, but I just didn't like the having to wear a uniform and all this other crap. Felt like a sheep thing. There, you have to wear this. No. That's not me. That's definitely not me. And I'm gonna have to mute this as soon as I get down there, so I might as well just mute it again. But again, like, how are we seriously breezing through this stuff right now?
Look at you. I am thinking of Frenching you straight on the lips. That's how much I love you right now. No one was hurt, were they?
All right, Von Bach. Let's get this gear to Rosa at Top Notch. I'll drop him off. Then I need to make sure those Raider sons of bitches didn't come back to my ranch.
I'm really starting to think he doesn't like me.
I'll be in touch.
Top Notch. This place is a stinkhole, so I'll wait for you.
Oh, okay, I think I know what I have to do. See, I have to go there, but this is what I used to do. I used to do all these side mission stuff first. There would be stuff that took me around this way, and then to here. Thornlear Arena? Okay, I see. It starts here. Details. Hello? No, no. There it is. All the strange signal that Ego has received via the ArcNet. This is the Thornlear stuff that we could do. But I don't think I'm going to. I just want to kind of get to my other character, so we're going to do that much of this as possible. I know how to get there from here. It's just down the road.
Ready to roll.
So whenever we switch over to my main character is probably when we're going to say goodbye to this character for the last time,
We need to clear this area of hostiles.
which is going to suck. But for this last month, we're going to do my main character once we get over to that same spot in the story, which I know we're very close. But maybe we can reach 6,000 before the end of April. Have I played? Probably... Well, I keep rechanging this character slot every time, so probably 5? A little too many. mainly so that I could restart everything and have a different look to a character. My last one was a female version of this character that I wanted to do a YouTube series on to make like a video of the game, but I didn't get a chance to. So here we are. There's some stuff that I want to talk about after we get this done. Enter Top Notch with Von Bach. It's time to see how the machinist Rosa can help find the Arc Cell.
I was not going in this stinkhole by myself.
I love this place. I would have loved to have seen more rooms in this place.
Look at this place. This is like being in the mind of a crazy person. Hi there, person. We're here to meet.
Oh, it is you. Rosa, Shandu's Arc Hunter is here.
And his sidekick, the super genius scientist who holds the future of technology in his hand.
You're Carl Von Bach? I always thought you'd be, I don't know, cooler.
Well, I thought you'd be cleaner, so I guess we're both disappointed.
Don't be a Shivo. You're the one who needs my help. Give me that.
Cooper and Shandu spoke highly of you, for reasons I don't find apparent.
Well, they did not speak highly of you. So you can kiss my brown ass.
Be courteous, Rosa. The hairless human and his partner are our guests.
Okay, I can handle rudeness, but that was just mean. I have a medical condition.
I am sorry. I did not mean...
Are you going to be able to help us or not?
If you'd give me a goddamn second, I can make a couple tweaks, and the signal can be tuned to focus directly on the cell, which is north.
Huh. I'm sort of impressed.
She is a genius, Mr. Carl.
Take it easy. Let's not cheapen the word genius. You better get out there. I'll hold down the fort here and see what else we could use. Fair enough.
And another mine. Here we go. Actually, let's go in here first. This room is pretty cool. A little dark, but... So for anyone interested who doesn't know, this character right here, she is friends with Doc Yule from the show. She's also an Indogene. They're pretty cool, actually. Alright. So, if I'm not mistaken, we do this one. We then do something over here, and then I believe we're caught up to missions that I need to be at. For my other character. But I don't see... Oh, because we're in the middle of a mission. What was I gonna say? Oh, give me 1 second. So, had a really good, oh, did I unmute? Yes, I did, okay. So I had a really good, Easter dinner last night. Scallops with, noodles and, asparagus, and some strawberry shortcake for dessert. It was really, really good. Whee! Oh god, I can never control that. This is like one of the coolest places. Actually, can I do it from here? Is it gonna let me? It was good.
rarely see indigenes living far from a colony or center of technology. Where did she maintain her implants? And how does she progress her research without access to the proper resources?
See, that would have been cool to go into. Showing off an Indogene colony with a bunch of technology. That would have been really cool. We never really got to see outside of the US in Defiance, the show.
The cell is down in the quarry somewhere. If you power up the telecom panel, I can use it to bounce a signal and get a cleaner scan of the quarry.
The cell is small enough to fit in your pocket, so it's not going to be easy to find.
This'll work, I guarantee it.
We'll see about that.
And this is gonna be another fun one.
We need to repair those conduits.
Okay. Seriously? There's no way we're doing it this quick. I have to start splitting up the clips and everything. I gotta do this quickly. Oh god. I don't know how I was doing that with my voice. Oh, hello. No way. What? How? Why? Seriously? That quick? I don't understand this at all. There's no way I should be doing it this fast.
The repair is finished.
There should be no reason I'm doing any of this so fast. Oh no. Watch, and I'm gonna go over to my main character and it's gonna be like a pain in the ass because I'm not gonna be able to get anything done. That's gonna be the sad part. I'm gonna go over there and it's gonna be like trying to hit a bullet sponge with everything. Now it's just kill, 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 kill. That's right, I saved that one for last. They are supposed to be. I don't know what's going on. Literally just mowing everything down in my path. Bum 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 bum. This is easy and I don't know why.
It's fixed.
Again, seriously? Why? How? Is it because my new computer is just better? Can you, like, get away from me? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Alright, so is it this button that gives me my stuff? Let's see. I'm gonna wait until they show up.
The repair is finished. You need to activate the device.
Activate the device, then go back up top. And go.
99ers inbound from the southeast.
No, up, 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 go, up, up. Thank you. Because I want to push this button. And then I want to do this. Oh, I didn't see him. Oh god, where is he? This is going to give me an instant boost to... Oh god, now they're down there. This is going to be the problem. Damn it. Once they start getting to the bottom here, that's when it's going to be a problem, because they're going to be attacking, and I can't see them. But if I can get them all when they're... Let's see if I can do this. Ooh, whoops. I don't know where they're coming from. No, I don't want to do this. Get away from me. I feel like this is much easier than it was. Something's... Really? Okay.
I got a clear read straight ahead. I told you it would work.
Okie dokie. That was not what I was expecting. Again, another one that should have taken at least an hour. But this gun always sucks. It's never been this good. I always use this kind of weapon, and it's never this good. Like, I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. I'm going to wait before I click on that. Ah! Yep, that happened. There you go. Scroll down a bit here. Not much, really. Can almost level it up 100 more ego points. I'm just waiting on it to be 879. Then I'm gonna level it up, rank it up, power it up. Vroom vroom? I don't know. I have no idea. It's not very fancy. It shoots, I go shoot. That's all. That's all I know. I don't really pay attention to half the stuff. I like the gun, I like the gun. If I don't, I don't. Oh, hey.
Interesting. I'm not picking up the cell signal at all. It's impressive how Miss Rodriguez could track it from such a far distance.
I will take that. Thank you very much.
Uh-oh. Only the tracking anode is here. The rest of the cell is gone.
That body is an Echelon Chongo. Don't broadcast any more data until you get back here. Not a single peep. They might be listening.
99ers
whoops.
removed the tracking anode from the arc cell. They must have realized the cell's power potential. Not to mention that someone was going to come looking for it.
We can't talk over the airwaves with S-Bot around. Come back to you-know-where, so we can sort out this situation.
Oh god, I was afraid. I was driving one-handed while trying to stuff stuff in my mouth. Oh, that didn't work. Wow, the corners are really, really tight. We... Uh-oh. Actually, hold on. Holy moly. That's a lot of side quests I'm gonna have to do off stream. Good lord. Well. Let go. I still don't see the next episode mission yet. I think I have to move closer into this area, I believe. Because, or near this area. Because the bunker is somewhere around here. This is the area I start to like the game. A lot. It's a fun area. Alright. Oops. Hello, there we go. So yeah, I'm trying to crank out as much story stuff today as I can. Because I do want to switch over to the other character. Mainly. With Echelon mercenaries in the area, it's not safe to talk over the airwaves. Meet up with Von Bach and Rosa at Top Notch to formulate a new plan to find the Arc Cell.
This is bad. This is all very bad, guys. Without a way of tracking the cell, we'll never find it. What the hell are we supposed to do?
Whoever hired those Echelon mercs has to have it.
Well, obviously, lady. But who? Who hired the mercs? And who has my Arc Cell?
Echelon? That is an entertaining coincidence. I saw the squat, irritating Liberata male talking to several of them this morning.
Oh, now I know where we're going.
I guess that was the aorta after all.
Are you talking about Varys?
I am not certain, Mr. Carl. I am not one to name the specimens I dissect.
No, you weirdo. The person you saw talking to the mercs. Was it Varys?
Oh yes, that is his name. Varys Seleptor.
You need to talk to that Hagisi and find out what he's up to. Where did you see him?
The water processing center.
Go talk to him, but don't mention I sent you. Just pretend you're looking to make some script. That's the only agenda he doesn't question. Erin said she just saw Varys at the processing center. Get over there and find out what he's doing.
Alright, here we go. We are probably a mission and a half away. Ooh, God, that hurt. And I didn't mean to do that in the mic. We are a mission and a half, roughly, from being caught up with our other character. I started doing the story again on the other character, and this is about as far as I got.
We are beginning to receive too many non-paradigm
So, I'm excited to get closer. Oh, I thought I could make it around that corner like that, but I guess not. Whee! Zoom. Zoom, zoom. We may... that's a good question. Do I want to... Oh god, I went the wrong way! That's a first. I knew where I was going, I just thought this might have been the turnoff that I wanted. That's the turnoff I wanted. That's not even the turnoff either. Seriously?
Take down the defenses. Echelon mercs will file in to mop up once you're done. This way I can avoid their outrageous casualty fees.
I have no idea where I'm going. That's where I want to go. Ah. Don't mind me. Yes, this is the mission that we have to do. And then... Yep, okay.
Please, they're gonna kill me!
Ooh! I hate these little things right here.
Provide support to the enemy. Better take them out quickly.
Yeah, see, now we're not blasting through them. Well, that's good. At least I can provide a outlet for somebody to see the story.
Crazy miners eating people's faces was never mentioned when I took this job. Varys and the other technicians are trapped. We gotta get to my tools so I can break open the door.
Mm-hmm. This is the other mission that I never like. Then again, they're all just...
Let's handle this elite.
Oh, no, 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 no! Eh. Okay, I guess we are just blasting through them. Can you get in my view, please? Thank you.
You're the best. Thank you.
Well, things happened. No, I want you first. I want you first. Thank you. You're not gonna poke your head out, are you? Can you just poke your head out? Thank you.
There's my babies.
We are going to play the entire story in its entirety until the final cutscene of the actual last mission
Let's open that door so we can get the hell out of here.
of the game. Even though there are episode missions afterwards, I'm talking about the final mission of the actual story, not the episode stuff. And now I need to defend.
Looks like Niners from the south.
Hold those crazies off while I work my magic.
Oops. Whoop! Oh, he went flying. Oh god, I'm not gonna be able to get him.
Pretty good at this.
There's another one somewhere right there. Ooh. Come on. I'm gonna have to go down there and collect all that crap too.
Varys is locked up in the next tower. He's your problem. I can look after my own skin.
Take out that sniper.
Ah, I'm gonna die. Get hit.
Ammo. Perfect.
Reload, please. Oh my god, I need to go down here and grab all this stuff. You're gonna have to give me a second. I want to get all this. Can't leave anything behind. I can't tell if we're lagging or if I'm just being really janky with my mouse movements. slight lag, I think, because it's not... Yeah.
Cyborgs detected. Looks like we've got some incoming 99ers.
But from where? Right there. That was a miss.
I'm detecting more 99ers on their way.
I think it's the game lagging, not me lagging, to be honest. Because I'm not seeing anything on my end that should be causing that. Oh god, they're from that side. You turd. Can you let me shoot properly? Nope, get away from me.
Almost there. Just a couple more bolts.
Well, can you get your bolts? Oh god. To hurry up. Oh.
So brutal.
Like, it'll do it every couple of seconds, but it's not... Oops. I don't know what I did there. Excuse you. Hey, hey, hey. Really?
Got it! I'm ghosting out of here!
Get out of my way.
Now get me out of here.
I hate Varys. I don't know why I was going to say Valeris, but whatever. Ow, get off of me. Really? It's all good, you can come out now. Yeah, short little bastard.
Don't judge me for being scared. I'm not the one with all the weapons. I know you're here with Karl von Bach. I know what you're looking for. And it just so happens that I know where it is. But you're going to need to go through more rust jobs to get it. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. I'll send some Echelon mercenaries to give you backup. But you'll have to do the bulk of the work. This is your show, not mine.
Slimy bastard.
I'm getting out of here.
High marks are in position. Give them a hand and the cell is all yours. Hurry, though. I got this batch working hourly. That adds up.
Ooh, I don't remember if I'm right here or not. Let me see what this one's called. Hostile Takeover. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to log off this character and go on to our other one just to see where we're at here. And then I can play according to mission. Because I know we got a lot of stuff. A lot.
Another day in the suck.
Another buck, another day in the suck. Of course. Key codes maxed out. Alright, so where are we? We're at the ulterior motives. Ah, okay, so we're slightly ahead still. We're probably gonna have to do the rest of the season episodes on the other character, it looks like. I mean, we have a lot of stuff we could still do, but... Yep. I'm going to switch back over. We're almost there. We almost get to play him. I'm happy about that. Okay.
Life on the new frontier.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Is there a new mission? Don't think so. Not yet. Ego rating 3,600. So, just slightly stronger. What I am gonna do is I'm going to upgrade rating batch. I can't do that. Ooh, you suck. I don't have enough. If anything, I'm going to do this one, and I still don't have enough. I'm off by one. I don't remember how to get these keys. Okay. Upgrade rating once. 10. Seriously? Fine. Obviously, if I were to do some of these side missions, we might get a little bit faster, but... or stronger, faster, by doing all that stuff, yeah. But right now, we're just trying to catch up. Various Echelon mercs are in position, seize the mine, provide support by clearing the path, and you can collect the Arc Cell.
Hurry up and get to the mine. Patience isn't one of Echelon's best qualities.
Ah, right. This one goes down here. And then I believe it's here.
Needed immediately. Repeat. Carolina 1 under heavy fire. Can anyone read?
Alright, so I'm not playing the music just yet. Oh, well, I can do it now. I suppose. And then it'll go straight to commercial after this is done in like the next 20 seconds. Totally awesome, right? So I started a bridge in Valheim. I forgot to mention that. I started a bridge a little bit outside the gates. Whoa. See, and I knew there was going to be a commercial exactly after I pressed play on that thing. Why? Why? Why must you harass me with your incessant commercials? Where is it? Oh, right there.
I need some help here!
I'm gonna get a little closer before I start shooting anything. And it's time to take out the 99ers. Yep. You get off me, because I will shoot you in the face. And I will kill you right where you stand. Just like everybody else. Keep coming at me. And see what happens. Next. Oh god, not one of these guys. No!
Consider signing up with my outfit.
I was using the web browser before, and then I switched to this so that wouldn't lag out as much, and then, yeah. It's still the same amount of commercials, so it doesn't really matter where I play it from. Just kill all the things. Is this one of the other, like, instances, I assume, that we have to go to? I can't remember. Hurry up! Thank you. If I don't talk, it's because I am trying to make sure that I don't die from the incessant bugs. Oh my god, this is the first time we've had our health go off in a while. Oh, get away from me. Oh, Megan, stop.
So brutal.
Where are you? Are we good? What am I doing? Oh, disable the security systems. See, some of these mines look almost identical, so it's really hard to tell which ones are which. The layouts are basically the same.
I've jumped the firewall. Nice.
Well, at least we're mowing things down still. For now.
I'm through the security and in the system.
Just want to make sure I have enough ammo. Oh, I also watched Bad Boys for Life last night. I own it, but I wanted to watch it again. Bought it last summer. With the other two Bad Boys movies, because, you know, Bad Boys are awesome.
We're in. The 99ers have rigged this place to explode. Use the radio to call in Echelon's demolition experts.
Ah, this mission. I remember this mission now. Get away from me. Where am I going? Right here. Sometimes it's really hard to tell where I'm going. I'm not paying attention, which I should be. I'll take that, thank you. I could probably name every single scene from the movie, to be honest, or movies.
The Echelon squad is on their way.
Alabama 1, move into position and set up a perimeter.
Oh.
What are you doing?
The hell. Take out these little maggots first. Nope, we're taking him out. We're taking him out. Woo. We harass the hornet's nest. Ow. Oh, Jesus. I didn't know it was one of you. When it comes to movies, I'm really good at remembering basically everything. Nope. I'm about to have something pop up behind me. Oh god, nope, they're right there. Good lord. Did I seriously just like I don't even know the word I'm trying to say here. Damn. Wow.
No contact.
I'm pretty much the opposite. I remember like everything even before I rewatch it. Ooh. Maybe it's the way I'm shooting. Because before I just like kind of did this, but no, that's still not it. I'm just blasting through them right now.
Big mistake.
God damn. Something's different that I'm just breezing through this effortlessly. Could be the level, I guess, but I don't think that's it. Something's hot, but it ain't my weapon. Well, I suppose it could be. Now I just have to wait for them to get up here, I believe. And then we fight our way. And... where are you going? Where are you going? You don't want to fight me? Come on. Come on. There you go. Woo! Oh, really? The rock was in the way? Oh, hell no. You did not just shoot a rocket at me. Ooh! Didn't I just shoot you down? forgot they spawn up there. Just knock your shield off. Come on, thank you.
Let's show him.
Yeah, well, that happened. Next? No? I think we're good. I'm gonna need to take a break after this mission, so... And if it's the mission that I think it is, we can switch over.
Good work. Area secured. I'm not detecting any trace of the arc cell. It's definitely not here, and it may never have been.
Nice job. That mine will be quite lucrative for me. Come back and we'll have a drink to celebrate. Oh, and sorry about the miscommunication regarding the cell. That's a tough break.
That Haikisi lied. The cell was never in that mine, and he knew it. Go talk to that idiot and make it clear how serious we are.
Hey, Bud. Varys is here at the crater bragging about stringing you along. It also sounds like he got a lead on what you're looking for. Get down here and I'll help you out.
Yep, here we are. If I'm correct. Ulterior motives. Now, is there any other side missions yet to be done that I need to really do over here? I don't know. But there's plenty of side stuff I could do if I wanted to. But it looks like we're going to be going over to the other side to do that character. So I will log off. I will switch over to that, and then I'm going to take my break. I will... Oh god. Make sure that my mount actually stays in where it's supposed to be. I will be right back. And, well, I'll be back in a bit. Like 5 minutes tops. Stretch, go to the bathroom, do all that fun stuff. I'll be back.
Alright, let's see what we have today.
Okie dokie. Let's get back into it. So we are officially on our main character. We're just gonna teleport over there. We don't really have to, well, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna teleport over there. Excuse me. This is a Castathan Vibro Sword, I believe. Or a Castathan... it's a Castathan Vibro blade. Technically, even though it has a different name here. It comes with the Thorn Liaro DLC. We have a lot of stuff on here. And when I say a lot of stuff, we have a lot of stuff. And we have a lot more inventory space, so we don't really have to worry about that too much. We have plenty of script. Like, there's plenty for us. We have cyber rigs, we have all that fun stuff. We have tons of outfits on this one. And I mean tons. So, if anybody wants to redeem anything, there is plenty for me to change over to. I believe including vehicles. Yeah, because we have a ton of vehicles. And obviously you can see that I'm using pretty much the same gun that I was using before. So, yeah. I have a type of gun that I like to use no matter what. If you're shooting at me, I will slice you in... Oh, do you like my... Hey, you like my sword? Yeah? Here, I'll show you how it plays. Where is it? Hello? Where are they? Why is it empty right now? Hello? There you are. I don't think he's following me. Oh well. I tried. Goodbye. Go ahead, make my day. Oh, whoops. Ooh, you turd. Well, I didn't think it was that special, but apparently everybody loves it. And I guess there's a reason to? Well, these things are a little bit weak here. You know what? We're gonna drive there. Obviously, we're still in the same thing that we rode around in on our other character, but I do love this vehicle, so... Alright. Whee! Ooh. Wasn't expecting him in there at all. This might be a long drive compared to what I thought it would be. No, no, no. Bye-bye. I hit something. Oh. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna teleport there, because by the time I get there, it's gonna be dark. I don't really want to play this mission in the dark. Alright, here we go. It's time to get to the truth out of Varys about Arc-Cell, shake him down at the crater, and find out where it is.
Are you here? If you want to get to Varys, we need to get his Echelon bodyguards out of the way. Meet me behind the bar. I've got a plan.
Actually, I mean, this is one of my classic outfits, but there is another outfit. I don't even remember which one it is. Oh my god. Don't mind me, I'm just going through all my outfits that I've gotten over the years. Trying to find the right one that I want. Oh, maybe I did buy that. Oh no. Yeah, just got that one on this one as well. Oh, the Gunslinger. See, that one's a cool one. But that's one of the ones I used to rock a lot. Oh, no. That one's one of them I used to rock too, but I don't... God. Oh, wait, is that the one that I liked the most? Because it is a Spirit Rider. Seriously, don't remember which one it is. This is my other one that I used to rock, but I think I'm gonna still stick with this one because I like the arms being out. Let's go with that one.
Alright, nothing means more to Varys than script. I'll get the Echelon dudes out of the picture so you two can have a little one-on-one. Now to give that weasel a call.
I was gonna say, is there something wrong with the mission? But never mind. Man, that's gonna be painful to see go away. The Crater Bar. I just want a shot of this on stream, because maybe I want to do some fan art with it. Can I jump up here? Yes, I can. Just want to get a nice view of it. From a couple different angles here. It's always nice to get some angle view stuff. So just give me a second here while I do this. Come on, jump up, up you go. I don't have to have it in frame for long as I just get what I need. I can pause it at that point and use it as a reference later.
There you are. Are you ready for that drink? Okay. I'm sorry. I swear, I thought the cell was there. But if you give me a second, I can help you find it. I sent one of my technicians to look for it. That was a couple hours ago, and I haven't heard from him since. He's probably dead. But if you go there, perhaps you can recover his data. And I guess him, if you have time.
My Rathian is a little bit more of a beast anyway, so hopefully it doesn't seem too weird when I've switched over. Alright, so this is the one we're doing. Alright.
Let's go.
Let's put on some music again. It is a gorgeous day here in Paradise. Let's head off to one of my favorite locations in the game. Well, this area isn't one of my favorite locations. It's more that way. That's my favorite. You know, I've actually created a backstory for this character that involves me personally, because I would be too old to do any of this stuff nowadays in the game. And when I say in the game, I mean I'd be like 50-something, 60-something. So probably would be a little too old to be doing some of this gunslinging, running around stuff. Oh, sweet Jesus. Ah, this one. Alright. I have bugs on my butt, and they're going to come after me.
Many of Varys' workers are being held captive here. There's people here
I mean...
Let's free them.
I'm not coming out until you've taken out the brush job.
Next? I don't even have to shoot anything.
Disabled. The gun is down.
La da da. Just go around and turn it off. You really want to shoot at me?
That sentry gun won't be giving us any more trouble.
Next.
Heavy heat ahead.
You're gonna hit me and I'm gonna have to start over. No, I'm not.
Generator is disabled. The gun is down.
I'm locked inside the entrance. If you can hear me, let me the F out.
They did a great job with the terraforming, yes. I love the different Earth life combined with the old world stuff from the old worlds.
Thanks for getting me out. If you don't mind, I've got 2 other buddies that need liberating. Follow me.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I'll take that, thank you. Hey, don't you dare. Excuse you. Now, when we get to the areas where it requires me not to be up close, then it's gonna hurt. But this is really, really fun. Next. If you thought my other character was, OP. You haven't seen nothing yet. Where are y'all coming from?
Bring the heat.
God damn.
Heavy heat ahead.
Fine. Ow. I may have missed my chance on that one. That was my fault. Just trying to pick up everything that I need. Or can pick up. Yep, that was a thing that happened. Where'd they go? Shoot. This guy.
Thanks for not leaving us behind. We'll be okay from here. And the next time you see Varys, tell him we quit.
Whoops. It may have been a tad easy. Just a tad.
Let's see what we have here.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Realize we have a whole thing of that, and I need to find somewhere to spend it.
Carolina 1, this is Delaware 2. We found the cell. We're ready for extraction. Hold on a sec. One of these rust jobs is still alive. Oh God!
Ah, I remember this one now. There is something...
The cell is mine now. Come and get it if you want it. But you will die.
Do you have any idea who that was? Unspeakable acts have been committed by that monster. If I were you, I'd do what I'm doing. Walking away.
This is the next dungeon type area that we get to do. So I'm pretty excited. Let's see. We've been going for 2 hours and 21 minutes. So I think at least another hour, and then we'll switch over to Marvel.
Let's go.
Also, there are the Friday games that I was talking about. Excuse me. Those are the Friday games for this Friday. I will be releasing Friday game details on Mondays the week of. But obviously I wanted to do the Division. So I'm not sure which one of those games I want to take out of there. Or, here's an idea. I can switch out Marvel for the Division today, and we can play some Division and kind of switch out one of those other games in that list for Friday and do Marvel on Friday. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you want to see? Whee! Oh god. I knew that was gonna happen. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. I played the open beta of The Division, and The Division kind of came out for my birthday in 2016, so it has a special place in my heart. Well, not really my heart. I guess my gaming bones would be more what I was trying to say. Ooh. So what game should we swap out the Marvel's Avengers for? Out of those 4 games. I really want to play Vice City though. So keep that in mind. And we haven't tried Plane Mechanic Simulator yet either. I don't know. Here we go. Monstrous Jackleg Joe Teach has the ARC Cell meet at Top Notch to discuss the next step towards getting it back. It's a very trippy game. It's the same developers that made Max Payne and Alan Wake and Quantum Break. So if that helps understand their twisted mind, that's what that's like. Probably on a higher level though.
You couldn't have gotten here sooner. This Rosa chick's gone nuts. Her kook friend is trapped by cyborg miners or something. There was a lot of static, but I think she said something about the cell.
You have to help me. The 99ers have Aaron trapped somewhere, and she said he's back.
Who?
Joe Teach. Almost 10 years ago, he came into town. I was working in the shop, alone. He attacked me right over there. My father walked in and stopped him, but Joe... he always carried this jackleg drill with him. He killed my dad right in front of me. And now he has Aaron. I can't lose her, too.
Okay, but if anything happens that compromises getting the cell, then I'm sorry.
She's being held at Port Stinson. Meet me there.
Oh, Port Stinson. We're doing this one first. Oh, poop. What I could do is show off the trailer and stuff before we switch over to The Division, because we still have to watch some of the interview stuff, so this is probably going to be our last mission before we do the interview stuff for Defiance, or the behind-the-scenes stuff. So... there's that. Let's... I think it's this one. Alright, sorry. We're gonna do one of these? Maybe? Yes? And we'll do another one. I have no idea what I got, but... mainly I just buy it and then sell whatever I get. There's nothing great, really. Well, no. But the other thing that I got, actually, that might be nice. I'll keep that one. Flashbang. Alright. Dum. So we kind of made some progress here in the story. Obviously, I think we are probably going to be finished with the story now that we can really move along. But there's the side missions and all this. Well, not the side missions, but the episode missions that we can do. So it's not going to take all month long, but we are moving along quite fast compared to what I thought. So I know I don't have my music on right now. Right through everything. I love this vehicle. Over the river and through the woods. Ooh. I love doing that. I think it went the wrong way. Well, I didn't go the wrong way. I guess I could still go this way. It just comes up around the other side. But we get a nice view of this terraformed world where it kind of combines everything. Let's see. Favorite mission? Good question. Whee! Oh, God. Does that just cross over? Yes, it does. We can just go down this way. Oh, bugs. Whee! Hop, skip, and a jump. Right through the bugs. Thing didn't even get affected. There's a mission at the Headlands Transit Depot. That's really fun. But I don't know. That's a tough one. There's a couple of fun ones that are further along here.
To shut the place down, we'll need to hack the computer terminals throughout the complex.
What the hell? What is this, a firing line? Yes. I am... Ugh, fine. Screw this. Give me a second here and I'll get to where I was, and then I'll talk some stuff, and...
They have any good parts? I could use an upgrade.
You wanna die? Let's just die. Now, who's next? Anybody? No? Yes? You? You wanna have a little something? Okay, then. Now, where was I? We were going down here, that's right. I think we have enough ammo. This is the cool thing about this game, is that you can actually replay all the missions. And what sucks is that you can't replay it after it shuts down on April 29th. And yes, I'm going to bash them until they change that.
You're the pro, so you lead the way.
You mean that quickly? That's even more quick than before. I don't even have to try. I can just breeze through this like it's nothing. Port Stinson Docks. Yes. I forgot about this thing. This thing's fun. Ooh, Jesus. Where's it? Though it does have an ammo capacity. That's the only thing. So I'm trying to control my ammo while aiming so that I don't get out of my face. Oh, did it already explode? I mean, I have 5,000 shots. Should be plenty, but still. I just want to make sure. Rescue Aaron from Port Stinson. I can't run with it, though. That's the only thing.
Aaron! I thought I lost you.
Lost me? I do not understand. How would you have lost me?
I thought they were gonna kill you.
Kill me? They would do no such thing. My Indogene implants are similar to theirs, so I do not register as a threat. They merely did not want me to leave once they discovered I could mend their implant malfunctions.
What were you doing here in the first place?
I heard about this Joe Teach person. I wanted to find out if his return was true. To protect you.
I'm glad you're okay.
We best exit. There are more cybernetically optimized miners on their way.
Yep.
Give us some cover so I can get Aaron out of here!
No problem. No problemo. Oh, come on.
Advanced weapon.
Shivo's got
Now
me
we're
pinned.
talking.
Nah, I want this one. Next. I just can't run. Okay. And goodbye. Next. I think it has to do with my level as well, because that was just way too easy.
You're a natural killer, thankfully. We have to find Teach, Aaron. So where is he?
He retreated with the cell to the Dogtown mine.
Where he used to work? That Yolanda Nengo comes back and goes home like nothing ever happened.
I have conceived a plan to stop him, but it will require flawless execution. If we decode the security access points, we can shut down the security locks. Then, we reverse the polarity.
Okay, Aaron, stop. How about this? We go there and shoot his face off.
That is also something that works.
Stop! Clear him out!
We're clear. Get your ass out of there.
So, here's the thing. We could... We could do this next mission. I don't know how long it'll take. then we could do the interviews and everything, and then switch over, but... Yeah. Because it feels like it would be a good ending for today, but at the same time, would leave us something for tomorrow to be like, oh, we get to do this today. I think I'm going to save this one, so I'm going to swap on over to Defiance, and we'll see what we can do here. I'm going to put on our transition screen. Not going to put on a transition screen because I have to do capture, and is it this one? Damn it. I think it's this one. There we go. That's not remotely what I wanted, but okay. I'm gonna have to stretch it out, I guess, for today. Whoops. I'm just gonna close out of the game, and tomorrow we will continue that story. Let me just get up this one on my other screen here so we can take a look. What kind of stuff we should look into today? Wow. They even gave up streaming stuff on their channels for Defiance 2 years ago. It's about the time that 250 came out and everything, and the whole Game Ago switch. That's disappointing. Content roadmap. Aw. Yes, there is 24 days left before the shutdown. Officially, from today is 24 days. So we have, of those 24, there's 2 per week. Shoot, let me see. I just want to make sure. Okay. So if I switch one of the days out for Defiance with the 29th or the 28th or something like that, it would be 8 days left. If I add the extra 29th, while it shuts down, it would be 9 days of Defiance left for stream time, unfortunately, which sucks. Let's go into the playlist, because there might be some better stuff. Live streams, free to play. Shooting the Stocko, huh? Across the Badlands, Defiance behind the scenes. Comic-Con, the game, Defiance trailers, the making of Defiance. I think we've already watched this one. VBI. I'm sure I can find more than just this stuff, but I want to see what this Shooting the Stocko is.
Hi, I'm Kevin Murphy, and I'm here with Stephanie Leonidas and Grant Bowler. We're here to talk about Defiance episode...
Hold on. Why is it backwards? I'm noticing that it goes backwards instead of forwards. Let's start with the pilot. Nope.
Hi, I'm Kevin Murphy, and I'm here with Grant Bowler to talk about the pilot episode of Defiance. Good to be here. It's been a long run.
It feels like a million years ago, doesn't it?
Yeah, we actually met on your first day coming to test for the role.
It's been an interesting ride. I mean, we've both been there since before we had a script, before there was a cast.
And Scott Stewart.
And Scott Stewart was on board.
The thing that was wonderful with Scott, who directed the pilot, is that he was such a great world builder. That
When
there
was
such
this?
a danger that the aliens would look
Oh,
goofy.
2013.
That was my fear too, quite frankly. And also, I mean, the task in front of Scott in terms of the vehicles looking like they're in the same world as, say, the interior of the sets, looking like it's in the same world as the wardrobe of 8 different species. I've never worked on anything with the same level of detail. The alien languages, which I certainly had no experience with an entirely created language, and you, of course, just to be especially generous to me, have me speaking all of the alien languages.
It's my gift to you. Actually, speaking of the looks, the very first scene that we shot is the scene by the roller when Arissa tells Nolan there's no way in heck we're going to go back to that town. Her look in that scene, her hair is kind of crimped in a way that it appears at no other point in the series. Her facial makeup is different because we discovered on the first day of dailies it didn't quite look real enough yet. So for her second appearance on camera, she has a markedly different look, which was the familiar Arissa look that
we have now. And the other thing about that day in particular I remember was the first day of shooting, everybody turned up on location. It had taken a sudden cold snap over the weekend and gone to snow. And if you look at the scenes where we're being pursued by the Spirit Riders and then the scene where he's fighting off the Saber Wolves, it's snowing and nobody had expected it. It had been quite warm in the 2 weeks of pre-production and our wardrobe was still getting made and it was rushed out at 5 o'clock to be on set for when I actually started shooting. But because the wardrobe concerns were so great, nobody had actually brought thermals. And so that stuff that you see where we're suffering in the wilderness was just basically Stephanie and I suffering in the wilderness. It was no acting required that day. It was a walk-up start.
That's kind of cool.
All new Mondays at 9, only on Sci-Fi.
Oh, man.
Imagine greater.
Hi, I'm Kevin Murphy, and I'm
Well,
here with
hey, hold
Grant
on.
Bowler and
Why?
Tony Curran to talk.
What? Oh my god. I have to do this.
Optimum's best offer ever. Just
Go away.
better.
Get,
300 meg
shoo,
internet
shoo,
and live TV
shoo,
with
shoo,
built-in
shoo. I'm gonna have to do this every time
Hi,
we
I'm
finish
Kevin
an
Murphy,
episode
and I'm here with Tony
of
Curran to
this
talk about
shooting
Defiance
Stocko.
Episode number 2, Down in the Ground Where the Dead Men Go. So Tony, big Daytac episode. Ela Bandic. Guy sure can't cut a break with you.
Yeah, he definitely ran from battle like a coward, punishable by death, as ancient Castathan tradition would have it. And Daytac he's a megalomaniac. He's an egomaniac. He's a very vulnerable person as well. A lot of that comes from his insecurities. But also, I think he just can't stand a coward, you know. And it's a power thing.
This might have spoilers for anybody that hasn't watched the show yet.
And you know, in the future, run away from battle. You know, what else are people going to do if they don't do as I tell them?
Let's talk about the family, because this is the first time that we've seen the Tar family at home, and it's a little weird.
It is. That's the understatement of the year. It's like, you know, other families, you know, American families, you know, they hang out in the kitchen. With the Tars, obviously, we like to bathe 3 or 4 times a day. We think nothing of it, of taking our clothes off and getting in a tub. You know, a almost naked Jamie Murray cuddling her son in the way she does is something that you might not see in a regular family. You know, and
That is a bit of one of the weird things about Defiance, but it's interesting that they go that way.
The network had numerous questions about that. And
what does that mean?
It took a little pushback to get that to stay in the cut.
Oh, good. They're from another planet. You know, they're very odd species, and so I think it's important to have moments like that because it will sort of, you know, people will go, whoa, what was that, and why did he do that? Why did she do that? Why did they behave like that? They're definitely not your run-of-the-mill family.
Daytac's speech when he gets up in the tub and he reacts to the fact that he was not from the top Lero. This is kind of the first time that we've really talked about the Castathan caste system.
Where Datak comes from, and obviously where Stammer's from, her Lero is far beyond anything that Datak has ever experienced. He's from, he's from the lowest of the low, and he's, he wants to better himself. Stammer's constantly trying gently to remind him that, we can't just have these outbursts because they, at the end of the day, they don't do us any good whatsoever. So with his power and her sort of, wisdom and cunning and ingenuity, I think they can go a long way.
Datak married well.
Datak married well.
Defiance, all new Mondays at 9.
We're gonna have to switch over real quick. I think we're gonna do like maybe 2 more of these.
Hi, I'm Kevin Murphy, and I'm here with Stephanie Leonidas to talk about
Stephanie!
Defiance Episode 3, Devil in the Dark.
Sorry, she's one of my favorite cast members.
Heavy, intense episode for your character. You have seizures, your eyes roll around, you freak out in a meadow. Was this a particularly grueling process?
No, actually, we had quite a laugh doing it on set.
All right.
We were on green screen, we were fighting these huge hell bugs. We all had our guns and we were covered in slime. And it was, at the end of the day, everyone was tired and just really kind of concentrating. And in the middle of it, I turned around, like Grant was ready to throw this grenade, and I turned around because he'd thrown all these guns in my hand. And I went, Grant, why have you given me all these? And he was like this. We're shooting? And I could have sworn it was a rehearsal. So yeah, it helped break up some of that kind of...
In this episode, we sort of get into what it means to be an Arathian. Talk to me a little bit about, sort of Arissa's journey throughout the course of the season.
Well, she basically, Arissa's story arc is kind of, at that point, is huge. She's starting to discover loads about herself. And it was amazing that Arissa suddenly discovered who Arathians really are.
Coming into this episode, has she seen herself as an Arathian? Or has she seen herself more human because she's grown up with Nolan?
Yeah, I think she feels human, and I think it's until she kind of probably looks in the mirror, realises she's very different. And then suddenly, I think what strikes her is this relationship with Sukar is something she never expected. This kind of sits more right with her than anything Nolan maybe has for a long time, and that kind of breaks her heart at the same time because she's not the person she thought she was.
You turn on Nolan and you say, I'm not like you, I'm an alien, and you raised me to feel bad about that. How did it feel going into that scene and just wailing on him like that?
It felt painful on set. I mean, also because Grant and I we spent a lot of time together. I mean, it broke both of our hearts, and I think it breaks Arissa's heart just as much to say it, but she knows that she has to because it's just the way she feels, and she doesn't know who to turn to.
Defiance.
Alright, so this kind of reminds me of a scene I want to check out.
The new Earth of Defiance moves fast.
You coming or not?
Don't get left behind. Get caught up or watch again.
Oh, okay. I want to see. Oops. I want to see if they have this somewhere. No. Oh, it's going to show us stuff from Defiance. It's not going to show. Shoot. Oh, hey. Behind the scenes stuff. Oh my god. I kind of want to watch that now. I need to put that on my watch later so that we can watch that sometime in the future. That looks hilarious. I'm going to put our transition screen on real quick. I want to open up something because there's one scene that I want to show off, but I can't really show too much of the episode, and I have the episode, I just don't want to, yeah. So we're gonna go to the first season, and I'm going to play it. So give me 1 second here. I have no idea. Is it this? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this. Here we go. I have to start to everything, and it's pretty cool. I'm gonna switch over to here in a second so I can get out of this and go back over here. Did I really close that all out? Whoops. But yeah, I really do love the show so much. I did not click on that. That's not what I wanted.